Before fashion became global, before luxury brands reached every corner of the world, before trends changed with every season, there was tradition, a tradition woven into fabric, passed from one generation to the next, protected not by advertising, but by culture. High in the Himalayas, one garment has done exactly that for centuries. The go, simple in appearance, ingenious in construction, deeply meaningful in purpose. Today, the go is recognized as the national dress of Bhutan. It is worn in schools, government offices, religious ceremonies, festivals, national celebrations, and countless moments of everyday life. For millions of people around the world, clothing changes constantly. In Bhutan, one garment has remained a living connection to history. The origins of the go stretch back hundreds of years. Historical records suggest that robe-like garments developed naturally in the Himalayan region, where mountain climates demanded practical clothing that provided warmth while allowing freedom of movement. As Bhutan's society developed under the influence of Tibetan culture and Vajrayana Buddhism, these garments gradually evolved into the distinctive go. By the 17th century, during the unification of Bhutan under Zhabdrung Ngawang Namgyal, the go became increasingly associated with Bhutanese identity and social tradition. Over time, it transformed from regional clothing into a national symbol. Its design is unlike most garments found elsewhere. The go is a knee-length robe wrapped around the body and secured with a long woven belt known as a kera. The upper section is pulled outward, creating a large pouch-like fold across the torso. This unique feature serves practical purposes. Historically, it functioned as a convenient pocket. People carried documents, food, tools, even small personal belongings inside the fold. The garment demonstrates how elegant design can emerge from practical necessity. The sleeves are folded back to create broad cuffs. The robe allows unrestricted movement while remaining warm enough for the cool Himalayan climate. Its proportions balance comfort with functionality. The fabrics themselves tell another remarkable story. Traditional gos are woven by skilled artisans using cotton, wool, silk, or blended fibers. Patterns often feature geometric motifs inspired by Bhutanese artistic traditions. Many textiles require weeks of careful weaving. Some ceremonial examples demand even longer. Every thread reflects generations of accumulated knowledge. Color also communicates meaning. Daily wear often features subtle earth tones or muted stripes. Formal occasions may call for brighter colors and more elaborate woven designs. Certain textiles indicate regional identity. Others reflect craftsmanship rather than status. Unlike many historical garments that emphasized social hierarchy, the go contributes to a broader sense of national unity. Psychology helps explain why uniforms and traditional dress remain so powerful. Shared clothing creates shared identity. When people wear similar garments, visible differences become less important. Attention shifts toward community rather than individual competition. The go reinforces this principle throughout Bhutanese society. Children wear it to school. Civil servants wear it to work. Leaders wear it during official ceremonies. The garment quietly reminds everyone that they belong to the same cultural tradition. Craftsmanship remains central to its importance. Traditional weaving is among Bhutan's most respected artistic practices. Many patterns cannot simply be improvised. They require careful planning, precise counting, perfect tension, years of experience. Master weavers preserve techniques that have survived for centuries. Their work transforms ordinary thread into living cultural heritage. The go also reflects Bhutan's unique philosophy toward modernization. While the country embraces education, healthcare, and technology, it also places extraordinary value on preserving cultural traditions. National dress remains an important part of that commitment. Rather than viewing tradition as an obstacle to progress, Bhutan often treats it as a foundation for the future. This balance has attracted worldwide attention. Visitors frequently notice the remarkable sight of traditional clothing being worn naturally in modern settings. Government offices equipped with computers, schools using digital technology, urban streets, historic monasteries. The go belongs equally to all of them. Fashion designers around the world increasingly study garments like the go because they embody principles now celebrated in sustainable design. Timeless construction, durability, local materials, repairability, functional elegance. Rather than encouraging constant replacement, traditional garments often reward long-term use. Museums preserve historical gos not merely because they are beautiful. Each example records a moment in Bhutan's cultural history. The weave, the dye, the pattern, the stitching, every detail reveals something about the artisan who created it and the community that preserved it. Perhaps the greatest achievement of the go is that it never became merely ceremonial. Many historical garments survive only behind museum glass. The go continues living through everyday use. Children learn to wear it. Families pass techniques between generations. Artisans continue weaving new examples. Tradition remains active rather than remembered, because beneath every carefully folded sleeve, Every woven stripe, every hand-tied belt, and every precisely crafted thread lies something greater than clothing. There is identity, continuity, community, and respect for those who came before. The Go reminds us that clothing can preserve a nation's story, not through extravagance, but through everyday practice, through garments worn with quiet pride. For centuries, Bhutan has shown that heritage does not need to be abandoned for progress. Sometimes the strongest future is built by carrying the past forward. The Go is more than a robe. It is a symbol of a kingdom, a masterpiece of Himalayan craftsmanship, and one of the world's finest examples of clothing becoming the living fabric of national identity.